Hey guys, Brad from RotoHeat back at it with another 2020 player outlook. This time we're talking Dallas Goedert, tight end, Philadelphia Eagles. And if you like all the free content on RotoHeat.com or you like all the free content we've put up here on YouTube, subscribe, like the video, maybe even hit the notification icon so you can stay up to date every time we put out a new player outlook or when we go live for one of our many nightly, weekly live streams. We appreciate it. We like the help. We like the support. We like to know that you partnered with us in this fantasy football adventure.
Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire.
Dallas Goedert. Obviously, when he came into the league, a lot of the guys on the team, most of the guys on the team were a fan. Maybe not a fan of the landing spot, but a fan of the talent of the player. And you heard that throughout the fantasy football community. A lot of folks, if you watched other sites or listened to other pods or streams or whatnot, they all liked Goedert. Tough spot he went to. Interestingly enough, in 2019, he wound up as tight end 10, even with Zach Ertz in front of him. Now, obviously, a myriad of things happened that caused that. Wide receivers galore got injured in Philly, and Dallas Goedert wound up becoming a guy that was playing on the regular, as he should because he's talented. But, he was forced into regular action and showed out for it. Close to 60 catches, over 600 yards. He put up some stats, especially with the tight end group that we've got currently in fantasy, where it's not super strong. He really does breathe a breath of fresh air into it. He's a young guy. He's a talented guy. Obviously, Zach Ertz isn't getting any younger. All of these things bode well for the long-term outlook. Now, obviously, 2020. Different ball game. They've made some changes. They went out and drafted highly, getting a first round receiver, adding some more talent to that room, as well as the guys that they've got currently. You hear reports that Jeffrey's expected to be very involved in the offense still. That's not going to last much longer, but that hurts 2020. If you're a Goedert fan, he's one of those guys that you're probably, especially on the redraft side of things, you're probably not going to be drafting until super late, if at all. The tough thing you have to decide here is the type of league that you're in. If there's tight end premiums and things like that, that pushes them into the draftable scenario. But if it's just kind of a star one tight end, he's waiver wire. As talented as he is, even though he's probably better than some of the tight end ones that you'll see teams drafting, he's just in a tough spot. And because the guys that they brought in, there's some really good talented guys there that I don't see keeping Goedert on the field nearly as much as he was last season. Now, obviously, he's kind of that top target if he's on the waiver wire, redraft wise. Dynasty wise, you're buying him if you can, but he's not cheap. He's kind of kept his value just because of the hype. When Ertz is gone, he's going to be the man, and he's going to be tight end 1, top 5, things like that, which he certainly could be. That remains to be seen. Now, obviously, a lot of things have to happen. I mean, Ertz isn't terribly old. He's getting up there in age, but you don't know what the team's going to do. They really like having multiple tight ends, and they've seen that it's beneficial to have multiple tight ends because they need to put them in. Ultimately, Goedert is a guy that if you can get. If you've got, keep. If you're going to pay for him, you're probably going to pay, a really solid price for him, kind of the premium tight end type price for him, just because the hype is still there. The hype is real because he's produced anytime he's given the opportunity. He has had some concentration type issues throughout his couple seasons in the league, but he's still gotten over that and been a really solid producer. He's a guy that we feel good about long term. If you go over to RotoHeat.com, you'll see him high in our rankings. Whether it's dynasty, redraft, we like Goedert, but he's a guy that especially on the redraft side he's probably not going to give you the same type of production this year unless you see that insane amount of injuries like we saw last year, which you never know. I mean, with all the pandemic and everything that's going on, could be possible. He could be another top 10 tight end this year just because he's going to be on the field because guys get sick, guys get hurt, whatever the case. We're still treating it as though it's just kind of a regular fantasy season, and you just keep an eye on those waiver wires, and you have to be smart about how you spend your waiver wire money, or if you use money, or your waiver wire opportunities. Just be smart about it. If you guys have questions, make sure you hit us up. Find us over on Facebook. Find us on Discord. Find us on Twitter at RotoHeat Fantasy, or I'm at RotoHeat Brad. Hit me up. I will help you as best I can be successful in your fantasy leagues. And don't forget, post in the comments below. Let us know what you think about Goddard. Let me know if you think we're crazy. Let me know what you think his production is going to be this year. Tell us what you think about Dallas Goedert.
Also, right there, playlist. Hit it. Watch the videos. Do it. You want to. Do it.